The N-word?
No. Yeah, ignorant. The N-word just means ignorant.
You never saw his face, but the Lee County history teacher speaking in that video is under investigation tonight. Many say his comments inside a class at Island Coast High School were racially insensitive. Thanks for watching NBC2. I'm Peter Bush.
And I'm Kelly Burns. The video has gone viral on TikTok. More than 2 million views and counting at last check. NBC2 Stable Live shows us the rest of the video and how much trouble this teacher is facing.
Well, the teacher heard in this TikTok video told his students that slave owners didn't whip their slaves. He also said the N-word just means stupid or ignorant, and people that I showed it to today are disgusted by those remarks.
They would crack the slaves with the...
They wouldn't
the whip.
do that to slaves.
How do you know? Were you there? Me? Like, how do you know?
Let me help you out with your, okay? Before I kick you out.
I'm the judge. I'm the prosecuting attorney. I'm security. I'm everything. And now we're going to have a conversation with you where I hold all the power and you hold none. That's not fair.
The student who posted, known only as Hector, captured the moment when his teacher redefines the N-word.
The N-word just means ignorant. It doesn't have any other meaning and any other vocabulary other than you are a stupid person. You are ignorant.
It means so much more. It means so much deeper hurt.
Merriam-Webster defines the N-word as an ethnic slur directed at black people.
You are not well educated. That's what it means.
My first reaction was the cultural insensitivity of the teacher, not noticing that the kid was nervous and uncomfortable.
Some on social media are questioning the student who recorded it.
It's really a gray area in the law.
Attorney Jeff Hout represents clients in privacy law matters. He argues the student may not have violated the law.
If you're in your place of business, for example, you don't have an absolute right to privacy.
Either way, the video is now in the hands of the Lee County School District. Now, again, that video has been viewed well over 2 million times.
Okay, so y'all just heard that, and shout out to Tawana Cook for sending me the link to this video right here. And as you can see, it is coming straight out of Florida. Again, you know, Florida. Now, if you want to talk about ignorance, a lot of ignorance comes out of that state. Too much, in fact, since you want to talk about ignorance. And I'm referring to that PC teacher who decided that they were going to sit up there in that class during Black History Month and redefine what he believes the N-word is in his own opinion, in his eyes. This is exactly why a lot of people do not want a lot of certain other people teaching their kids. Like, look at this guy right here. He's trying to redefine a word that they came up with to describe us in the most derogatory way in front of this crop of students, and try to make it seem like they're stupid or ignorant or uneducated. Even like, because as you can see right here in the thumbnail, that's the boy right there. You can see he's a black boy who recorded him saying that. He even went as so far as to insult the intelligence of this boy. You know, one of my biggest pet peeves is someone insulting my intelligence. Like, he actually said that the N-word means to be ignorant or uneducated or any other thing other than what the true definition of the word actually is. Which leads me to believe he has said that word a few times in his life. And I'm willing to bet when he said it and when who he was saying it to wasn't to an ignorant person or an uneducated person. It was specifically to or about a black person. So for him to sit up there and say that and try to make his point is absolutely ridiculous, and he needs to be removed from his line of work ASAP. And notice that they're still keeping him hidden. They're not telling you who he is. He doesn't have an identity. You just only know him or hear him by voice. And they even still said that he hasn't been identified. They even was trying to question whether or not the student recording him saying this, whether the student was in the wrong or not for actually doing what he did. To try to give more cover to this teacher for what he said. And notice he's in an AP history class, AP advanced placement, which means you have to have a certain level of intelligence to be in that class. So for him and for that teacher to say that this student is uneducated and ignorant says a lot about him. Like, how are you teaching uneducated and ignorant people in an AP class? And it is a history class at that. And look at the type of history he's quote unquote teaching when it comes to black people. Now I don't know how this person identifies outside, we can clearly tell he's PC, but I'm talking about, let's just say that he's part of the J community. Say if someone came in there as a black person, it could have been a student or a teacher, and decided that he was going to educate maybe his kids or himself about his history. He would have that thing shut all the way down, and he would have the ADL on speed dial, ready to kick into high gear and ready to have a whole investigation done if you even utter one wrong word. And then he, like I said, he just had the nerve to say that, and he said it with a straight face, I'm assuming, but we can't see his face, but it came out so smoothly. He did not hesitate. He did not stumble or stutter. He meant every word that came out of his mouth. Well, they said that the video has gone viral and it has been viewed over 2 million times. So hopefully he gets dealt with, but I will not hold my breath. But then again, this is Florida we're talking about here. So that too doesn't surprise me. I don't know how many stories I have had to do coming out of that state with the people and all the ridiculousness that comes from it. From the wax stand your ground to the rampant racism that occurs, and now this. But this is why, like I said, this is why certain people should not teach history. And then you're going to try to teach our history and then tell that lie. But see, here's the thing. This also shouldn't surprise any of us because they lie about their own history. They will over embellish their own history to make themselves look good. And then sugarcoat our history and the role they played in it to make themselves look good. I mean, just a bunch of contradictions and liars walking amongst us. Like I said, I would never, ever take a morality class from the likes of them. I would be a fool to do so. And so are you if you think otherwise. But I'm going to end the video on this note right here. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. If you have not done so already, make sure you text the number that is pinned down in the comments below so you can receive notifications every time I upload a new video. I have to add one more thing in here because this was also sitting on my mind. Another reason why he wants to say that the N-word means to be ignorant and uneducated is so he can give himself and many others like him a pass to say it. That's really what it all boils down to, because you know how much PC loves to want to say that word, but they feel like, how am I going to be able to say it without sounding like a racist? You know what? Let me just go and rearrange this word and redefine what it means. And that way I can feel a little better about myself when it comes to how I say this word. And that way, if anybody tries to accuse me of being a racist, I can come back and say, well, it doesn't mean that. It means this. And that's the scary part, because as much as they like to rewrite history and embellish and tell all them lies, let them get far enough with this. And I kid you not, that this, what he wants to define the word as, might actually come into fruition.